Hello, Soul Family. Hope everyone's doing wonderful today. Today, I'm going to discuss the Purusha and Prakriti concept and its connection to the modern day idea of source within the conscious spiritual communities. But my name is Jeremiah. You're tuning in to Secrets of the Sacred Serpent, where we discuss all things spirituality and the occult. And today, like I said, we're discussing Purusha and Prakriti. And this is a Hindu concept. And after I'd heard this and realized how much it truly aligned with what I already believed, it just boggled my mind. But this is a concept of basically kind of like the ultimate consciousness. So we know when you're studying the Hermetic principles of Tahuti, the first Hermetic principle is that of the law of mentalism, that the all is mind, the universe is mental. So that's basically saying that the universe, source, God, the all, it is a mental construct. It's a form of consciousness, and so this directly connects with people's idea of source being what Purusha is, and so within Kabbalistic ideals or whatever, this would be connected with like the Ein Sof, um, you know, prior to the creation of the universe, before Kether. And then, so Purusha is consciousness. It's connected to Brahman. It is like existence and the sole reality, the only true real reality. This universe, which would be connected to the Kabbalistic tree, is the after effect. We'll get to that in just a second. But this Purusha is passive awareness. So it is the conscious awareness behind everything. It's not an active awareness, it's a passive awareness. It's choiceless and it's pure energy. Um, it's a witness. It has no desire. It has no effort to do what it does. It's unaffected and unchanging, so nothing here within the physical manifest universe can affect it or change it. It is the sole reality. It's both the cause and the effect. So it is kind of like the chicken and the egg all in one. And it's the cause and effect of time and space and the universe. This would be considered like the transcendental aspect of self. And then, so Purusha is like source. And like I said, Kabbalistically, it'd be before the tree came into existence. Then you have Prakriti, and you see these deities sometimes connected and drawn together as partners, kind of like Purusha is the male aspect, the ultimate consciousness, and then Prakriti is like his divine counterpart, the feminine aspect. And so you'll see them painted together as you'll see paintings of like Shiva and Shakti kind of being that divine force together. And within the occult, we would look at it as like Samael and Lilith. But yeah, then you have Prakriti, and this is, I would connect Kabbalistically to Shekinah, like the presence of God, the feminine aspect of God, because this is like the feminine aspect and is connected to and works from Purusha, source. So Prakriti is the Maya. It's the creative force of Purusha that creates the universe. So, in Kabbalah we have force and form. That force, that energy, that, the creative force that comes through the tree is Prakriti. It's the first manifestation, so this would be connected with like Kether, the first manifestation, the first coming about of the energies coming into the physical universe, becoming into creation, and the creative energy in general. And it's connected to Maya, or the illusion. And then through a lot of these concepts, then you have this thing called the Amakara, Ahamkara, Ahamkara. And this is the I-ness or the ego that each of us individually have. And they also call it ignorance. It's the individualistic individualism in each manifestation of the world. So it's how Ahamkara is what gives us the illusion of separation and makes us think that we're not connected to the universe. It's Ahamkara, the ego, the I-ness, the separation feeling, that divine presence that gives you that veil of separation where you see subject and object as two different things instead of understanding that they're both just a part of nature and in a state of constant flux between force and form. But duality actually manifests through Ahamkara. And also it's compared to like the almost like genetic code, the DNA code of everything separately. So an example is like wheat and barley, the way that they grow and the way that their code within them is set up for them to actually live and grow and express itself is a connection to Ahamkara. It's like that separate aspect of self. So DNA, the I-ness or ego, that false sense of self where you think that you're separate than everybody else and you don't see the divine connections between us all. And experience happens here with the Ahamkara. And then you have within Ahamkara the Atman, or the self, the soul, the individual soul, the spark. And this is the consciousness of Purusha at the top. So this is how I've been telling you guys for the longest time. We are all different aspects of the same being. Source is what most people call it. God, actually is what most people call it, but source, the universe, the all of these are aspects of Purusha within this concept. And that is the ultimate consciousness. The dreamer of the dream that has split itself into all of us. And not just all of us, but every plant species, every animal. Purusha is in all of that. Source is in within all of that. And the Atman is your true self. The true self that's in your being. This outer shell I would connect more to like the Ahamkara, the ego, the separate part, because you feel separate because of the physical body. But it's all kind of contained within it. And this is also the concepts that they have here are very reminiscent of Kabbalah, where the Sephira, even though you see the tree, in the ancient texts, they were kind of like the sphere within a sphere within a sphere within a sphere. So there were concentric rings that went around each other, and each ring was a sephira as it went out and grew out and came out to the physical world. So true all existence, the true being, which is everything and no thing, it would be Purusha, the everything. Then you have out of Purusha comes Prakriti. So this is this is just for your intellectual mind to be able to understand it. So Purusha is everything, and it's in an infinite void, and it goes in all area. You know what I'm saying? It is everything. And then within that is Prakriti. Prakriti is the creative force of Purusha, or Prakriti is like the spirit or the energy of Source. And then you get further down, and in a smaller circle, you have this false self, this shell, Klifa, or whatever you would call the body, Kli, because it's a vessel. But the Ahamkara is your first layer of experiencing reality, and then the deeper layer, when you go within, is when you tap into your Atman, your true self, your true soul, and that's when you realize that you, the true self, the true you, is Purusha. It is Source. It's the all. You really are an expression of the all. You're the microcosm of the macrocosm. But yeah, when I had saw this, and I really started putting the piece together with just the way that I already see how reality exists, and understand that I am just a part of that, the no thing that is everything. But yeah, just when I was making a lot of connections with this concept of reality and creator, and the ultimate consciousness that we are connected to, and how it connected to Kabbalah, and how it connected to just my previous way that I viewed the universe. And it really just blew my mind. I had to take a couple notes and just kind of break this down to you guys, because we've already been talking about pretty much this exact concept, except for without the map of it. They kind of have it mapped out here, but I've pretty much been saying for the longest time that the universe is all, or the all is mind, the universe is mental. What most people view as God or Source, the ultimate great spirit or whatever, that is who we really are. And that thing that is no thing, that being, that entity, which is a consciousness, that consciousness is dreaming up this reality. It has created this reality within itself. So it's not something it created outside of itself. Source or Purusha is not something that can be separate or even viewed separate from creation. Creation came up out of it. It came from like the center of its being, which is like how I was talking about with Ein Sof and Ein Sof, or the void kind of folding in on itself towards its center. It's kind of like the idea of the consciousness making and creating this realm, which, yeah, it is Prakriti Maya. They connect it to the illusion. So it is the physical. This is what's showing the physical universe is an illusion, but it is very real. It's not something that it just isn't real. You can't just say it's an illusion. Oh, we live in the Matrix. It's a video game, so nothing is important. No, we live in this illusion, but this illusion is the grand illusion of eternity. And this is going to continue. This cycle is going to continue to happen endlessly. And time really doesn't exist in the higher realms. Purusha is what creates time and space. It comes out of Purusha, or Source. But yeah, all these concepts are heavily connected to Kabbalah and just the way that I see the universe. But I think that's probably going to be about it. I just wanted to come out here real quick and do another live stream before the day was over, but I thought you guys would appreciate this one for sure, because that one is a great concept. And before I actually end the video, I want to show you guys some pictures. Alrighty, so let's flip here. Alrighty, so Purusha, you see a lot of the depictions of Purusha. Come on, focus. Let me check my back camera real quick and try to clean it. It's like something's on it. Let's see if this is better. Still doesn't want to focus very well. But if you just go in and type in Purusha into Google, you can get a clearer vision of these, the deity. But as you can see, they call him the thousand-headed deity, because it is like the ultimate consciousness. And if you remember, I was telling you guys how all the, what I would call demigods, or basically any of the gods within polytheistic pantheons, and any demon or spirit or angel or anything like that, these are all aspects of the all. They're really, they do have a separate existence, kind of, but it's only in energy form. It's like streams of consciousness, but they are just all aspects of the entire universe source. This is kind of where this shows this right here. So you have Purusha, the thousand-head deity, and then you have like Ganesha and Vishnu and Shiva and like a ton of other Hindu deities. And you see all the different arms with the trident and the bow, the serpents, and then you see all the cobras at the top representing an awakened Kundalini. But here is some of the imagery where they show Purusha being all the gods, basically. So all of the gods are all made up of them. And guess what that means too? Like on the Temple of Heliopolis, know thyself and thou shalt know the gods. We also are this thousand-headed God. We are connected to the source of everything, the universe. We are aspects and archetypes of the all. And so not only does this depicting the gods as people like worship and work with and all kinds of different things, we are also aspects of this entity, this cosmic universal consciousness. Here's like an older image where the heads kind of go around in a circle. And then here's one where you have it looks like Shiva and Shakti, but when I found this on the internet, it said Purusha and what is Shikari or let's see, but Prakati. Here's another one, pretty old one, but they're all kind of the same thing. Okay, here's a bigger one where you can see prosciutto. Prakriti. But yeah, Purusha, blah, blah, blah. I'm tongue-tied this evening. But yeah, you can see how you can see all the different gods connected, showing that this is like the ultimate consciousness. And out of this consciousness, all of the gods and all of humanity and all of creation, to be honestly, everything that you see in the manifest universe comes out of source, which is, I'm like almost definite that the whole concept of source and us being the extensions probably came from this, because this is some of the oldest texts and within the Vedas and Upanishads and stuff that you can see. Got all the many masks of Purusha. But yeah, that's about it, you guys. I just want to let you guys check that out and make those little connections to the concepts we've already been talking about on this channel a lot. And so when I actually saw that, it just blew my mind. I was like, I have to share this with you guys and just show that, man, there's stuff in ancient texts from people that were way more spiritually connected than us, because it was before the age of Pisces. And you know, it's just wild to see modern concepts that we've come to an understanding. We've just kind of given it different names and different ways to look at it, but that people aren't even connecting the dots. But I'm definitely seeing where there's relation in current streams of consciousness and way that people see the universe and this ancient stuff. But I love you guys. I hope everyone has a wonderful day today. Leave a comment in the comment section down below if you have any questions or comments to go along with this conversation. And like if you like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will be bringing many more videos on spirituality, the occult. And I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.